Hi friends, welcome to my channel Light of Knowledge. Today our topic is pteridophytes. We will discuss about the characteristics, nature, habitat and life cycle of pteridophytes. And we will also discuss about the benefits or importance of pteridophytes. The pteridophytes includes horsetails and ferns. Evolutionarily, they are the first terrestrial plants to possess vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. Habitats of pteridophytes. The pteridophytes are found in cool, damp, shady places, though some may flourish well in sandy soil conditions in low moistures. Structure and main characteristics of pteridophytes. The, the pteridophytes, the main plant's body is a sphaerophyte, which differentiated into two root, stem, and leaves. These organs possess well differentiated vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Number three, the leaves in pteridophytes are small macrophyls, as in Selaginella, or large macrophyls, as in ferns. The sporophytes wears sporangia that are subtended by leaf-like appendages called sporophyls. In some cases, sporophyls may form distinct compact structure called stobules or cones, as in Selaginella and Equisteum. These sporangia produce spore by process of meiosis in spore mother cell. The spore germinates to give rise to inconspicuous small but multicellular free-living, mostly photosynthetic thalloid gametophyte called prothallus. These gametophytes requires cool, damp, shady places to grow. Because of this specific restricted requirement and the need for water for fertilization, the spread of living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical regions. The gametophyte and means Prothallus wears male and female sex organs called antheridia and archegonia respectively. Male is antheridium and female is water is required for transfer of antherozoids, the male gametes released from the antheridia to mouth of archegonium. Fusion of male gametes with the egg present in the archegonium result in the formation of zygote, which is diploid numbers. The zygotes thereafter produce a multicellular, well-differentiated sporophyte, which is the dominant phase of the pteridophytes. Genera like Selaginella and Salvinia, which produce two kinds of spores, macrospores, large, and macrospores, which are small spores, are known as heterosporous conditions. The megaspores and macrospores germinate and give rise to female and male gametophytes respectively. The development of the zygote into young embryos take place within the female gametophyte. This event is a precursor to the seed habit considered an important step in evolution. Classifications of pteridophytes. The pteridophytes are further classified into four classes. Number one, this Psilopsida, example is Psilotum. Number two, Lycopsida, its example is Selaginella and Lycopodium. Third is Sphenopsida, its example is Equisetum. And four classes is Dropsida, its example Dropteryx and Pteris. Prothallus, it is the structure of Prothallus. Prothallus or prothelium is usually the gametophyte stage in the life of a fern or other pteridophyte. The prothallus developed from a germinating spore. In this picture, we can see a structure of fern prothallus. In this picture, we see rhizoids in posterior margin, and in posterior parts the anthidium, and the anterior parts archegonium. The anthidium is male reproductive organs, and the archegonium is female reproductive organ of ferns. In this picture, we can see the sporophyte of fern. It has leaves and rhizomes, roots. These are multicellular structures, and the rhizome and leaves have vascular system. Some leaves are sporophyll, which are two kinds, megasporophyll and macrosporophyll. And then sporophylls are sori or sporangium. In these sporangium, spore are forms, and spore germs into prothallus. And prothallus is gametophyte, and it show the gametophyte series of pteridophytes. In this gametophytes, anthidium formed antherozoids, sperms, and archegonium formed egg. And the sperm or antherozoids reach to archegonium by the help of water and fertilize the egg. After fertilization, the egg zygote formed, and zygote develop into embryo, and embryo develop into a new sporophyte plant, main plant. Importance or usage of pteridophytes. Number one, pteridophytes are used for medicinal purpose and as soil binder. The pteridophytes are also frequently grow as ornamental plants. In ornamental pteridophyte, the Lycophyte Selaginella species was shown in earlier studies to have multiple pharmacological activities such as antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, antiviral, antimicrobial, and anti-Alzheimer properties. Thank you to watch this video, and like, subscribe, and share.